Thank you. Good morning. Could you please tell me your name?
I'm Raina St. Juliana.
Thank you. And sir, what is your name for the record as well?
Steve St. Juliana.
Thank you. And is there a statement you wish to share with the court this morning?
Yes, I have mine and then our mother's as well.
Thank you.
St. Juliana.
Absolutely. You may proceed.
So this is our mom's statement. Hannah was the best version of me. We were similar in the things that we liked and the things we didn't like. She loved doing fun things and making things fun for those around her. On the days I was not feeling good, Hannah would make sure to put a drink next to my pillow, cook for the family, and not only do the dishes, but also make the kitchen super clean, just how she knew I liked it. Almost all Christmas presents were Hannah's ideas because she knew what everyone in our family liked. When we went shopping for it together, our carts would always come back brimming to the top. Our carts would always come back brimming to the top. Even when Noah was little, she adored him from the start. She would make sure to stay up late and hide the elf on the shelf creatively for him to find in the morning. She would practice soccer with him. She would always pay attention and take care of him. And with her older sister, they became best friends. Together, the both of them gave Noah advice to help him become a wonderful person. Hannah was always thinking about our family and always extended those thoughts to everyone around her as well. She lifted all of our spirits. She was going to dress up, fall in love, go on dates, go to college, get married, start a family, take a bunch of vacations, eat a ton of good food, one day live near me, and I would watch her kids. And for Christmas, everyone would meet at Hannah's house, and from there on, she was always going to bring our family together. On that day, not only was my loving daughter's life taken, but all of my family's future was taken as well. Since that day, all of our lives have drastically changed. Now, in my daily life, whenever I see a pair of sisters, I am sad. When I see other siblings getting along, I am sad. When I see other mothers and daughters, I am sad. When I see other families having a good time, I am sad. When I see others her age having fun, I am sad. Every moment, every day, every experience, I think of Hannah and I am sad. Anything I do, even when I have a good moment, I am sad. I am sad in the spring, in the summer, in the fall, in the winter, during Easter, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all holidays. Even when I have a happy moment, all I think about is if Hannah were here, and it blankets everything in sadness and heartbreak. To make sure that I don't sink any more into the sadness, I try not to pay attention to my surroundings. Even having to complete my daily tasks each day makes my heart hurt. It takes everything out of me to ensure that the last thought of me doesn't break. On that day when my special Hannah was taken from us, we fell to our lowest point, hit the darkest bottom we didn't even know existed. To live a life without Hannah, our brightest light. Having to continue carrying the most soul-crushing pain forever. For the rest of our lives, we have to live our worst nightmare. When I think of Hannah, the phrase sad does not capture the pain I feel or the way my whole heart aches. So my rare moments of relief are times when I don't have to think about her. On top of the daughter I love being gone, when I remember my memories with Hannah, it feels like a stab to my heart and my tears will not stop falling. It is unfair that thinking about Hannah is so excruciating, it makes my crying endless. I know that no amount of crying will bring Hannah back, so I breathe in and out trying to hold my heart together. But I know that the days my eyes are dry will never come. By doing just enough to scrape by, in the morning, in the afternoon, at night, on sunny days, rainy days, cloudy days, we continue just surviving each day. This is how we will continue to be, surviving, not living. I am so fearful of another irreplaceable, important person suddenly being taken away right in front of me. I send off my family scared to death each day. Every night I wish that the morning wouldn't come. Every day I think about how nice it would be if I could stop time and stop thinking. For us, our peaceful, happy days with Hannah will never be again. And then, this is my impact statement. I have rewritten this countless of times, and it is never enough. I cannot convey my thoughts into words, nor share even a fraction of my feelings since losing Hannah. To be honest, I have not fully faced my emotions myself. How can I? Hannah is the one I went to for the little things, the big things, and all of the in-betweens. Hannah is my little sister. She is my other half, my favorite person. She completes me, and there's not a single soul I could love more than Hannah. There is not a moment that goes by that I don't think about her. It is unfair to even confine her murder into just the word lost. I never hear her footsteps coming up the stairs anymore. Her bright lights in her room are never on, which also reflects the dullness of our house now. I don't see her napping on the couch, cooking downstairs with my mom, or making TikToks with Noah. The empty seat at the dining table is the loudest silence I have ever heard. And without Hannah in the middle between Noah and I, it emphasizes the space between us. I was decorating the Christmas tree with Hannah in 2021 when I thought to myself, I can't wait for when it's her house that we host the holidays at. I was wondering which clothes I could get away with stealing from her closet when I headed off to college. Wondered if her boyfriend would look like my boyfriend because our tastes in guys were so similar. I was going to finally get my license so we could go thrifting together. If I'm bored in school, I can always just text Hannah to go on a walk together. If I couldn't remember a song, it's okay, because Hannah would remember it. We were going to be the best duo on the lacrosse field. One look and she knows what I'm thinking. One switch Japanese and we get to talk in our own little world. She'll speak at my wedding as the maid of honor, and I at hers. With Hannah by my side, there's nothing I can't do. Instead of speaking at her wedding, I spoke at her funeral. Instead of fishtailing her hair for a game, I curled her hair in a casket. Doesn't matter if I go to her room to steal her clothes, show her an outfit, or ask for advice. I am met with silence and darkness. I pushed off getting my license because what was the point? She's not here to sit in the passenger seat. I couldn't go back to school and finish my high school years. I'd see all of Hannah's classmates, my classmates, get their homecoming, their sports games, their prom, and their graduation when Hannah doesn't. I refuse to decorate the Christmas tree. That is what we do with Hannah. My brother asked me to still continue our traditions, but I can't. I can't be a good sister for him because that is what Hannah and I did together. Each day is just going through the motions, because apparently we're still supposed to go on. I hate it. I never asked for it. I never want to accept it. Loving Hannah shouldn't be this painful, and life isn't supposed to be this paralyzing. I am scared of forgetting Hannah. I want my hippocampus to be filled with Hannah and Hannah only. I don't need new memories, I just want to keep the ones I have. I don't want to meet new people because they aren't Hannah. I don't want to wake up in the morning because Hannah's not here. I don't want to be happy. Hannah is my happy. In my family, we can't say to each other that we miss Hannah, even though we feel it in every atom of our body. We love her too much, and those words are too hard. Because if we say that out loud to each other, we all have to face the fact that we have to miss her forever. It's not an instance where we can wait for her to come back. It is the rest of our lifetime without her. I thought, of course, because we cannot even bear to share our pain with each other, we also won't with those around us, which is why people can ask us how we are doing. If they knew that it doesn't get better, they would never ask that. What I realized is that it seems that they forgot what we were like with Hannah. Looking back at pictures, I have not seen my dad smile like that where joy radiates off of him. I haven't seen Noah so alive without the bags under his eyes, and I haven't seen my mom so carefree without holding her breath every second. There are no words to capture her incandescent humor, thoughtfulness, wit, kindness, or loyalty. Hannah's always there to support you, hear you, see you. You'd know that. Throwing your head back and laughing at the stupid comment Hannah made, you have to feel it. Your mood brightening because of Hannah's laughter, you have to hear it. Her colorful Converse, gold jewelry, fun socks, perfect nails, you have to see it. Her kindness was in abundance. She recognizes the smallest details. Her love is unconditional. The warmth she wraps you in is the warmth I cannot live without. I do not want to live without Hannah. She brought out the best in all of us. She truly brought out the best in me. So I'm sorry to everyone who now never gets to meet her, because Being robbed of that is a tragedy in itself. To know Hannah is the greatest gift in life. I'm sorry for everyone who knows her, because trying to meet someone like that again is impossible. I look for Hannah in everyone I meet, every place I go. I know how draining that is when you're met with disappointment every time. I am sorry to all of those who only know me without her. Me without Hannah is someone I cannot even recognize. I am so sorry, Hannah, for leaving that building that day. That is and forever will be my biggest mistake and my biggest regret. I am sorry that I cannot make you feel even a fraction of the world without Hannah. If I could, the shooter would be dead. A creature who left Hannah lying in her own pool of blood, crying in pain, who went to go shoot her again, does not deserve to take another breath. His parents would never see the light of day. Oxford District employees would be fully held accountable, and we would all be working on a time machine. I want you to remember when you were 14. Can you even? It's such a young age. I want you to think about everything that came after 14. Everything Hannah doesn't ever get to experience. She was not supposed to be shot and killed not even 3 months after starting her first day of high school. She was supposed to grow old, just as we all are right now. Experience the beauty of life, not feel its cruelty. The least that can be done for Hannah is for it to be ruled life without parole. There is no justice that will ever be enough. However, the first step is to ensure that he never has a chance to take away another life and destroy families ever again. Thank you.
Thank you for your statements, and thank you for sharing your story of your sister. Not only did I read it before today, I also listened very closely to you this morning. So thank you for sharing just a small sliver of who she is. And I am very, very sorry for your loss, but I appreciate your statements this morning. Thank you for being here. Good morning again, sir. Whenever you're ready, you may proceed, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant envisioned, researched, planned in detail, and then proceeded to execute his plot to murder and terrorize his fellow students. He chose this course of action and carried out these murders simply to make himself feel better. Take a moment to really think about that. He was not acting in self-defense. He did not make a mistake, nor act accidentally. He purposely murdered my daughter, Hannah, and 3 other children in order to make himself feel better. I want to make my position regarding the defendant's sentencing and his future very clear. There can be no forgiveness. There can be no rehabilitation. There is absolutely nothing that the defendant can ever do to earn my forgiveness. His age plays no part. His potential is irrelevant. Ultimately, it is only his choices and his actions that matter. Actions that have consequences, that can never be undone. There is utterly nothing that he could ever do to contribute to society that would make up for the lives that he has so ruthlessly taken. The defendant has indicated that one of his goals was to be able to see and experience the suffering of the families of the children he killed. At first, I refused to feed into this sick and twisted desire by discussing the impact of my daughter's murder on myself and my family. However, after much struggle and introspection, I've come to realize that my need for justice for my daughter completely outweighs any consideration of the defendant's irrelevant desires. Unfortunately, I have also realized that unless you've experienced the loss of a child yourself, there is simply no way for you to truly understand the devastation of the soul that loss causes. It is impossible for me to successfully convey the complete impact of my daughter's loss. Hannah's murder has destroyed a large portion of my very soul. I am a shell of the person I used to be. I think of her and miss her constantly. Every day is a battle to attempt to move forward, a struggle to get out of bed, to go through the motions of everyday life while pretending that things are getting better. Simple everyday sights and actions bring pain as I think of what it should have been like with Hannah there with us. I think of all the good times that we've shared together as a family and mourn all the memories that will never be. I will never think back fondly of her high school and college graduations. I will never walk her down the aisle as she begins the journey of starting her own family. I am forever denied the chance to hold her or her future children in my arms. A few paragraphs of words describing Hannah can in no way fully capture her truly beautiful, caring soul, nor impart her unlimited potential. Hannah was an absolutely beautiful and thoughtful person. She was always the first person to notice when someone has a problem, and the first to go out of her way to offer help. She was incredibly curious and talented. She continually tried new things. She crafted homemade jewelry, tried cooking her own recipes, and played several sports. She was a record holder in track and a leader of her school volleyball and basketball teams. She also hoped to join her older sister on the lacrosse team in the spring. Hannah was just beginning to hit her stride academically. She was a straight A student, was fluent in English and Japanese, and was studying Chinese. She conquered everything that she put her mind to doing. Your Honor, I'm relying on your education and life experiences to be able to imagine the incredible loss to the world that Hannah's death has wrought. The lost potential of her life is truly incalculable. Hannah kept a list of potential careers that she was really interested in. I found this on her phone afterwards. Amongst the list, you would find careers such as an immunologist, pharmacist, nurse, physician, and an FBI agent. We will never know how many souls she may have touched, nor what improvements to people's lives her efforts may have resulted in. These opportunities have been forever eradicated. My family and the families of all the victims are depending on you to impose a sentence that is commensurate with this heinous crime. Truly, his life should be forfeit. However, I realize that the law itself will not currently allow this, and the closest that you can come to achieving this is to sentence the defendant to life in prison without parole. This is the minimum that justice demands. I will leave you with a final thought. If it were your child who was killed in such a cowardly manner, would you be satisfied that justice was served with anything less than him spending the rest of his life in prison? Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you for your statements this morning. And again, sir, very sorry for your loss. Your statements did not fall on deaf ears, and so thank you for being here, sir.
Thank you.
To you and your daughter. Thank you.